Stop doing this if you want her to fall for you. Seriously, if you've been overlooking these signs, you're missing out on the secret code that screams. She's head over heels for you. Alright, let's get real for a second. We've all had that moment, right? That moment when someone special walks up to, says hi, and suddenly it feels like the world just hit the pause button. Everything slows down, and for just a split second, it's like there's no one else around, just the two of you, locked in that brief but electrifying connection. But here's the thing, there's so much more going on in that moment than just a simple greeting. If you're paying close attention, she's telling you everything you need to know without even saying a word. Today we're going to crack the code on those subtle signs, those nonverbal cues that practically scream, I'm crazy about you. When she greets you, ready to dive in? Let's go! First up, we've got eye contact. Now, you've probably heard that the eyes are the windows to the soul, right? Well, when it comes to figuring out if she's into you, truer words have never been spoken. If her eyes lock onto yours with that intense gaze, like she's seeing straight into your soul, you're onto something big. It's not just a casual glance, it's like she's searching for you in a sea of faces. And when she finally finds you, it's as if her whole face lights up, that glow in her eyes. It's like she's been waiting all day just to see you. But here's the secret sauce. If her pupils dilate when she's looking at you, that's a surefire sign of attraction. Science backs us up, folks. When we're into someone, our pupils naturally get bigger. It's like her body is giving away what her words might not. Now, let's talk about smiles. We all know a smile can mean a million things, but when it comes to figuring out if she's into you, it's all about the details. Is it a big, genuine smile that lights up her entire face? You know, the kind that makes her eyes crinkle at the corners? If that's the kind of smile she's giving you, then congratulations, you're definitely making her happy. But here's the pro tip, look for the smile that reaches her eyes. That's the kind of smile that can't be faked. It's real, it's genuine, and it means she's feeling something special when she's around you. And if you notice that she's laughing a little more than usual when she's with you, or if she's giggling nervously, even blushing a bit, then my friend, you're in even deeper. Those little nervous reactions, they're like her heart giving away secrets that her brain might be too shy to share. Alright, next on our list is physical proximity. This one's a bit more subtle, but it's incredibly powerful. When she greets you, does she lean in just a little bit? Does she close that gap between you two, even if it's just a few inches? That's no accident. When she reduces the distance, it's a clear signal that she feels comfortable around you, that she wants to be close to you literally and figuratively. It's like her body is naturally gravitating toward yours, telling you without words that she's drawn to you. This is a huge indicator of attraction. When people are into each other, they naturally want to be closer, to share the same space. It's like her subconscious is saying, I feel safe with you and I want to be near you. So if she's leaning in when she talks to you, or if she's standing just a little closer than she does with others, that's a major green light. Now let's not forget about her voice. This one's a bit trickier because it's not just about what she says, but how she says it. Pay attention to her tone when she talks to you. Does it often become more gentle or even playful? Does she lower her voice, almost like she's sharing a secret just between the two of you? That's a big sign that she's into you. Her voice might become a little more melodic, almost like she's subconsciously trying to charm you with her words. And it's not just the tone, it's also the pace. If she slows down when she talks to you, like she's savoring every word, that's another hint that she's enjoying the conversation, and more importantly, enjoying you. But wait, there's more. We've got to talk about body language, the silent language that speaks louder than words. When she's talking to you, does she start playing with her hair? Maybe she's twirling it around her finger or gently brushing it back from her face. This is one of those classic signs of attraction. It's almost like she's subconsciously trying to draw your attention to her, to make herself look more attractive in your eyes. And it doesn't stop there. Does she adjust her clothes, maybe smooth down her top or fix her collar when she's around you? These little movements might seem insignificant, but they're actually big clues that she's conscious of how she looks in front of you. It's her way of saying, I want to look my best when you're around. Here's another one. If she's holding something like a phone or a coffee cup, does she start fidgeting with it while you're talking? These small, seemingly random actions are often signs of nervousness or excitement, both of which can mean she's really into you. It's like her body is channeling that extra energy because being around you is making her heart race. And don't overlook where she's facing when she talks to you. If her body is turned toward you, even if you're standing in a group, That's a clear indication she's focused on you. Her attention is on you and she's signaling that you're the one she's interested in. Now let's dive into one of the most electrifying signals of all, the touch factor. We've all experienced that tiny spark when your arms accidentally brush against each other. But here's the thing, when she touches you, even if it seems accidental, it's often anything but. That little touch on the arm, a brush of the hand, or even bumping into you by accident, these are all signs that she's trying to create a connection. Touch is a powerful thing. It's one of the most direct ways we can express interest and build a bond. So if you're noticing these little touches, or if she doesn't shy away when you're close, that's a big indicator that she's feeling that spark too. Let's take it up a notch. Micro expressions. These are those tiny, almost imperceptible facial expressions that flash across her face in a fraction of a second. They're usually subconscious and can reveal what she's really feeling, even if she's trying to play it cool. For instance, if you say something that flatters her and she quickly raises her eyebrows, even just for a split second, that's a sign she's surprised and pleased. Or if her lips twitch upward briefly, that's a sign she's holding back a smile. Micro expressions are like little windows into her true emotions, so keep an eye out for them. They're subtle, but once you start noticing them, you'll get a much clearer picture of what's really going on beneath the surface. And here's where it gets even more interesting. Mirroring. This is when she subconsciously mimics your movements or posture. If you cross your arms, does she do the same shortly after? If you lean in while you're talking, does she mirror that movement? This is called mirroring, and it's a powerful yet subtle way of showing connection and interest. When we're attracted to someone, we often mirror their behavior without even realizing it. It's like her body is syncing up with yours, reflecting your actions because she feels a connection. Lastly, let's talk about that energy between you two. You know what I'm talking about. When you're around her, there's this undeniable vibe, this magnetic pull that you can't quite put into words. It's that unspoken connection, the kind that makes every interaction feel charged with something extra. Maybe it's the way the conversation flows effortlessly, or how comfortable you both seem around each other, even when no one's talking. This energy is a powerful indicator that there's more than just casual interest at play here. If you feel it, and you can tell she feels it too, then it's time to stop wondering and start realizing that she's likely just as into you as you are into her. So what does all this mean? Here's the bottom line. Love and attraction aren't always spelled out in bold letters. Sometimes they're hidden in the tiniest details, the flicker of an eyelash, the way her voice softens when she talks to you, or the way she leans in just a little closer. These subtle signals, these silent messages are like a secret language that you can learn to read. And once you do, you'll never be left guessing about how she feels again. But here's the kicker, you've got to pay attention. These signs can be easy to miss if you're not tuned in. So the next time she says hello, don't just hear the words, watch her eyes, listen to her tone, notice the way she stands. These are the clues, the breadcrumbs leading you straight to her heart. And who knows, by picking up on these signs, you might just realize she's been crazy about you all along. So if you're ready to decode the secret language of attraction and never miss a sign again, then hit that subscribe button right now. Share this video with your friends who need a little help in the love department and drop a comment below telling me about your experiences. Have you noticed these signals in someone special? Let's get the conversation started. I can't wait to hear your stories.